I'm pretty sure this film solidifies that Robert Eggers' favorite scene in the history of movies is the witch scene from Monty Python the Holy Grail. Yeah, we found a witch, may we burn her? The Northman, released in 2022, and is directed by Robert Eggers, who is also behind such amazing mindfucks of a movie, The Lighthouse and The VIKINGS. And this film does meet the requirement of being a film by having a Skarsgård in it, because the film is starring Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, Claes Bang, Anya Taylor-Joy, Ethan Hawke, and a special cameo appearance from Willem Dafoe. Yeah, you can't have a Willem Dafoe performance like you did in The Lighthouse and not bring him back for your next movie in some way, shape, or form. The Northman tells the legend of Amleth, who is a young prince aspiring to be the next king of this small Viking kingdom. However, through some family treachery, Amleth's father, the king, is slain. Amleth, however, is able to escape and vows one day to get his revenge for his father. And after several years, he returns to the land, all beefed up and juiced up like a wild animal, and begins his mission for revenge. And this film, and really the films of Robert Eggers, have become an event whenever they're released, because Eggers has become one of those directors in modern day senses where they're not trying to spit out a film after a film after a film. They are choosing their projects very personally, and what we get of theirs is so unique and wouldn't necessarily say brand new, but it feels brand new to us, that the audience is just left craving, like, oh yes, when is the next project of this artist going to come out? That's who Robert Eggers is now. And after this film, that streak continues. I want the next Robert Eggers film to come out tomorrow. He does such an incredible job of bending reality in all three of his major films that he has released. You ask yourself questions of, this isn't really happening, or that really isn't happening, and then it turns out it is really happening. And then another thing happens in the film and you go like, oh, maybe that is happening. No, that's not happening. What the hell's going on? And that style continues here. There are moments where you're watching something and it's really cool, it's really cinematic, it gets your heart pounding because it's very thrilling, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh no, this was like a fever dream, and something else that is also very epic is happening. What? And I'm getting the sense that Eggers is a very elemental director. Like, he has a lot of the similar elements in all of his movies that he releases. He loves the use of darkness, especially with his in-color pictures. There's a lot of darkness and a lot of shadows. Hell, we get an amazing silhouette fight here at the end of this film. That was absolutely incredible. You give me anything silhouette and I'm already there, but to have just like this vengeful final battle between a couple of people, all done in silhouettes, fiery silhouettes? Yes. Just freaking 100% yes. He also uses a lot of birds in all of his films. Like a bird, a raven, a seagull, whatever, a bird plays kind of a metaphorical major part in the story. We had crows and ravens representing the devil and just evil incarnate in the VIKINGS. The seagull, of course, that's a given in The Lighthouse. And here we have more ravens representing his father that has been slain, and whenever he sees a raven, either it's there to help him or not, or just to send him a reminder of, hey, yup, I'm doing this for my father, I'm doing this for vengeance for my father. And that's the main theme of this movie, is vengeance, and just overall consuming vengeance. That's all this character has known since the moment that happened when he was a kid and he ran off. Vengeance has consumed him, and he's a wild animal for vengeance. Before I continue, I need to say props to the marketing department, because the trailers, the previews, everything that I've seen only covers like the first 15 minutes of this film. I was extremely impressed of watching the things on screen, and I'm like, wow, this was nowhere to be seen in the trailer. How hard is it for trailer companies to want to be like, oh, hey, I want to use this footage, but no, because that's at the end of the movie. Everything is from like the first 15 minutes. So if you've seen the trailers, you really don't know what's going to happen in this film. I mean, I guess a little spoiler alert, this is a revenge tale, and to be honest, the base idea of the vengeance and the plan for vengeance in this film is nothing brand new. In fact, we've seen this essence of a vengeance story many times before. Basically, every film that's a revenge film has had this similar plot. Something bad happened to me, I go off and I become awesome, and then I'm gonna come back, and I'm not gonna kill you at first, I'm gonna slowly torment you, because just getting that vengeance right away is not sweet enough. I need to hurt you, right? What does Khan say in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan? I'm going to hurt you, and I'm gonna go on hurting you. Kirk. I just filmed a watch-along for Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan that'll come out later this year, so I'm very revenge-heavy in my life right now. But if you're coming into this movie to see a story like Eggers' previous films, where the story itself is, like, very unique and very brand new, things that personally I've never seen before, you're not gonna have that same wonderment in this film, just because this revenge tale is something that you've seen before. That aside, the aesthetic, how he goes about getting his revenge, the characterization of who these people are, and the accurate, at least I would assume, the accurate representation of Viking culture it's incredible. It is beautiful. It is stunning. It is raw. It is dirty. It is gruesome. And I freaking love it. You watch this movie and a couple minutes in, you just feel dirty. Because everyone is just so freaking dirty. Sweat and dirt and mud just everywhere. Everyone is so freaking dirty. And then you get to Alexander Skarsgård, and the first time we see him as the adult Amleth, you just say, like, wow, you, sir, are a freaking beast, you are cut, and once again, you're dirty. He has great physicality in this movie, though. If you watch him from the side, if you watch his profile, he has this hunch, he gives himself this animalistic hunch, this beast-like hunch walking forward, and I'm thinking, how are you doing that without just, like, neck cramps? That looks painful over time. Man's a frickin' beast, though. He is badass. Anya Taylor-Joy plays a slave who befriends Amleth, and I love her to death. She first came on the scene with The Vivitch, and then I saw her in Split, which I thought she was fantastic in. I lost a ton of faith in her, though, when it came to the Marvel's New Mutant film that came out with Fox or Disney or whatever, but she recaptured my love of her with The Queen's Gambit, so after watching that series, seeing her in here, I was very happy, and she's great in here as well. Nicole Kidman is here. She definitely seems very Viking-like. I don't know what it is about her, but she has almost completely lost it for me over the last several years. I used to really enjoy her as an actress, but now when I see her on screen, I'm just thinking, you're an actress. It's so freaking fake. I don't know what it is about her. It's her aesthetic, it's her presentation, it's her delivery of lines. I don't know, but it always just seems like a performance for me. It's kind of to the point now where I roll my eyes when I know that Nicole Kidman is in a film, so I guess that's the one detriment that I have with this movie, is that she's in it, and she's just not doing it for me anymore. Kind of cool seeing Ethan Hawke have a resurgence in his career. He's always going to be that shy little boy from Dead Poets Society for me, but seeing him here, he's also a badass for the time that we have with him. This film is an incredible revenge tale, and it's definitely the most epic from the Robert Eggers films that he's released, and I can't wait for the next one. He's a wonderful visionary, he's an elemental visionary, the way he's able to bend truth and reality in all of his films, yet not taking you out of it and thinking, what the hell is going on here, this is too weird for me. He keeps you wanting more and keeps you involved in the story, and I freaking love it. This film was really incredible. And it is very impressive when you have these revenge tales and you have this character consumed by revenge, not just having him solely for revenge. There comes a moment in this film where he decides, yes, it is a vengeance and I'm going to carry out my mission, but it's also for something else. It's actually out of love, and I'm not going to spoil what that moment is, but seeing that shift in his character going from hardcore, hateful revenge to it's revenge, but out of protection. I love that moment. This movie is great. This is one of the best for the year. I'm going to give The Northman 4.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's good. It's good.
Good. So guys, have you seen The Northman? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm releasing next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.